Eines Tages werden Weihnachtsmänner keine Jungs mehr sein, die wie Kinder mit Waffen spielen.
At the age of just 10, a young girl walked onto a major television stage and delivered a performance that left viewers across America speechless. In August 2010, Jackie Evancho appeared on the 5th season of America's Got Talent and sang the aria O mio bambino caro with a tone described as angelic, prompting questions not only about her technique, but about how someone so young could deliver such a commandingly mature voice. From that moment, a career skyrocketed. She became one of the youngest solo artists ever to debut in the Billboard Top 10, the youngest to go platinum in the US, and a phenomenon whose story raised immediate intrigue. But behind the bright lights and rapid success lay complexities, the pressures of sudden fame, the transition from child prodigy to adult artist, and how personal life and industry demands intersected. What looked like an overnight sensation was in fact the beginning of a deeply layered story. Over the next sections, I'll take you through her early life, breakout moment, the hidden pressures she faced, surprising pivots in her career, personal challenges, and where she stands today. Each chapter reveals something new, and by the end we'll ask, what happens when the angelic voice grows up? Stay tuned for the first chapter, how it all started. Long before national televised auditions and platinum records, Jackie was a kid in suburban Pennsylvania mesmerized by one film. Growing up in Pine Richland, just outside Pittsburgh, Jackie's journey began when she saw a stage production of The Phantom of the Opera and immediately began singing songs at home. Her parents soon realized the voice they were hearing wasn't typical. Born April 9, 2000 to Lisa and Michael Evancho, she had 3 siblings, an older sister Juliet, a younger brother Zachary, and younger sister Rachel. Her father ran a video security business, and her family was rooted in a Catholic community with no expectation of worldwide stardom. Jackie entered her first talent competition just before turning 8, placing second in the Keen Idol contest, and began voice lessons shortly after. She sang locally, in nursing homes, churches, small events, and gradually built voice control, tone, and the kind of presence that caught the attention of. By late 2009, she released a debut independent album, Prelude to a Dream, largely self-funded and featuring classical crossover covers. The groundwork was set, but no one yet predicted the rapid ascent. The transition from promising local talent to national stage happened fast. Next, the moment she stepped onto America's Got Talent and changed everything. When the judge asked, "Is this live?" the room held its breath. During her appearance on America's Got Talent in 2010, Jackie performed O mio bambino caro and immediately sparked amazement. Judges, audience, and the broader viewing public were stunned that someone so young could deliver with such poise. Her journey on the show began with the YouTube audition selection. In the quarterfinals, she stunned. In the semi-finals, she sang Time to Say Goodbye, and in the final, she delivered Ave Maria, finishing as the runner-up, an extraordinary result for a 10-year-old. The result, a record deal, a platinum EP O Holy Night, released November 2010, debuting at No. 2 on the Billboard 200, and making Jackie the youngest solo artist ever to enter the top 10 and to go platinum in the US. But for all the success, this moment shifted everything in her life. School routines were disrupted, expectations soared, and the public began to watch every move. From small-town local contests, she was suddenly on global stages. The pace changed, careers accelerated, and normal childhood rhythms gave way to something far more intense. Next, the flip side of this rapid rise, the challenges and questions of sustaining brilliance. Extraordinary voice, yes, but what of the emotional tenor, the artistic identity, and the toll behind the scenes? As Jackie's fame grew, critics began to point out that while her technical vocal ability was undeniable, the emotional connection and creative evolution posed questions about the next phase of her career. By 2016, she made a noticeable shift from strictly classical crossover into more pop-influenced territory, releasing a track called Apocalypse when she was around 16. The move sparked debate. Was she evolving or losing the distinctive voice that made her famous? Some reviewers felt the production overshadowed the purity of her earlier tone. Playing the role of both prodigy and artist is especially tricky when fame arrives at such a young age. Jackie was judged not only on voice, but on career choices, public image, and how she handled music industry transitions. The question of whether early success becomes a burden rather than a launchpad began to emerge. In addition, her classical repertoire, which included European arias, movie themes, and concert classics, set a high bar. Maintaining vocal health, staying fresh artistically, and keeping public interest required strategy beyond the initial wow factor. The early rise did not guarantee a smooth road ahead. Up next, the personal struggles and activism that lie beneath the surface of global recognition. When the cameras weren't on, the real story was being written. A young woman navigating body image, injury, family transition, and finding her voice beyond the mic. For Jackie, life beyond the spotlight included serious health and personal challenges. In 2015 and beyond, she dealt with body image issues and later disclosed a diagnosis of osteoporosis after a car accident fractured her back. At the same time, her older sister Juliet came out as transgender. The family publicly supported her journey, and Jackie became an advocate for LGBTQ rights, increasing the complexity of her public persona. These developments changed the narrative, no longer just about a child prodigy with an angelic voice, but about a human being confronting medical, emotional, and social realities. For an artist whose image had been built on youthful perfection, this was a necessary shift toward authenticity. The mixture of fame, family, health, and activism forced Jackie into roles she may not have planned: role model, activist, survivor. The question became whether her voice and her story could evolve to meet these new demands. Coming up, her reinvention and recent moves to assert herself as an adult artist. The voice that once stunned America as a child isn't static. It's growing, changing, and pointing in new directions. In 2019, Jackie released The Debut, an album of 21st century musical and film songs, signaling a shift away from purely classical crossover. In May 2024, she released the EP Solar, writing all 6 songs and co-producing the record herself, evidence of a young artist taking creative control. The first single, Behind My Eyes, climbed the Billboard Adult Contemporary chart, demonstrating that the voice still has commercial potency. Touring continues. The concerts now anchor her adult identity rather than her childhood spectacle. She's performing in venues, curating sets, writing songs, shifting from child prodigy label to mature artist brand. The voice remains, but the context has changed. Of course, challenges remain, reconciling early fame with the authenticity of artistic growth, preserving vocal health after injury and illness, and staying relevant in a rapidly changing music market. Yet the fact she's still releasing music, still being covered in the press, still evolving, is noteworthy. In our next and final section, legacy, controversies, and what the future may hold. When the spotlight fades, what remains is the legacy, and for Jackie Evancho, that legacy is already complicated. Some fans argue she never got the win she deserved on America's Got Talent. Others suggest that early fame cost her the chance to grow more naturally. Controversies have included her decision to perform at an inauguration event, even as her sister is transgender, and the political context was fraught with debate. Her vocal critiques of certain administration policies made headlines and added layers to her public identity. The bigger question, can a child star maintain authenticity and creative freedom as an adult? With Jackie, the signs point to yes, but the road is neither straight nor easy. She may still be defining what her voice means now, rather than what it meant at age 10. Looking ahead, we'll likely see more original music, more creative risk, and a further shift away from child wonder toward adult artist. Whether the voice continues to shock or surprises in new ways remains to be seen. Let's wrap up what all this means. From a Pittsburgh suburb to global stages, Jackie Evancho's journey has been extraordinary. The voice that stunned America was only the opening chapter. What followed was an evolution filled with triumphs, pressures, reinvention, and personal breakthroughs. Yet the most compelling part isn't just the vocal gift. It's how the person behind the voice manages the transition from prodigy to artist, from spectacle to substance. Her story reminds us that talent is just the beginning, growth is the story. If you were captivated when she first sang, revisit her recent work. You'll hear the same voice, yes, but also a voice that has lived, changed, and is asking new questions. What will she sing next, and what will she say? Thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts below. What's your favorite Jackie Evancho moment, and what direction do you hope to see her take?